Would you like a cup of tea?
Hello, friends. Welcome in. How are you today? I think the bit rate's back. I think it's back. It seems to be back. Let's hope. Welcome in, friends. How are you today? Let me double check that everything is connected and working, and then we will begin. Let's see. Did I do? Boop, boop. Oh, need to reset that. Hold on. In the meantime, how are you? How's it going? How's your day been? What have you been up to? Anything fun? Anything exciting? Anything good? Boop, 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 boop. Refresh. And I think we're good. I think we're good. Let me go ahead and lower the music. And let's move over here. Welcome in, everybody. How are you today? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Yemit, welcome in. Hello. How's it going? Okay. Scrolling back. Emmers, you're first. How are you? How's it going? Sassy, welcome in. Sassy reporting for duty. Sorry, I forget, but I forget to, at the end of stream,
Is
to
this a murder?
return the
Why am I
intro
hearing
sounds
yes?
and stuff back. But just in this little bit, I have set up an automatic button so that at the end, when I hit stop streaming, it will reset it for me automatically. So I don't have to do it. I don't have to worry about it anymore. Too much to bear. Welcome in. How's it going? Mary, hello. I know you're making tea. Hello. Big Fuss, welcome in. How's it going? Got my teacher scheduled today? Oh no. Oh boy, Sassy, let me get my popcorn. Yeah, exactly. How did it go? I'm making out in the deal. The 4th grade teacher doesn't have a prep until last period every day. All of mine are right before lunch. So basically an extra 45 minutes to my lunch break every day. And bonus on Fridays, I have 2 preps before lunch. So I don't teach from 10 to 12. That seems pretty nice, Sassy. Fuchsia OMG, I've been at work for 2 hours and just got a moment of quiet to sit down and do stuff. Oh no, how's work been? I'm glad that the timing works out. Fuchsia, how's it going? Doing good, getting hyped for tomorrow. Wait. What's tomorrow? What's tomorrow? What's happening tomorrow? I feel like I know this, but I have forgotten already. Wait, what is Nimmenkorn? Emmers. Yeah, it actually seems like a pretty good schedule. Funny to hear. Wait, new Lego store opening near me. Wait, what? That's awesome. Are you all gonna go? Funny to hear you say, I know you're making tea at the exact time I was doing it. Missed on chat for a bit. Oh, you're totally good. Oh, you know, I thought I had set it up through, FFZ, because you can have both BTTV and 7TV emotes coming through. I'm surprised I don't have that set up, actually. I thought for a second that you were eating corn, and that was the sound you were making, like, corn. Yeah, that's awesome. What are you? Do you guys have any like Lego targets, if you will? Posted a pic in the Discord. Oh, it's one of those. I love it. Hold on, let me see. I should be able to. FFZ. Wait. Where's my little FFZ window? There's usually a little, like, little icon up top. If I go to just Twitch. Where? Oh, there it is. 7TV. Add-ons. Enable. Done. Let me refresh this. There it is, Emmers. I see it now. Perfect. It's so good. I love that combo. Let's see. Yeah, it looks so good. I did not manage to catch up on your latest VOD, but you do such wonderful catch-up talky bit, so it should be all good. Yeah, I'll when we get into the game, I will let you guys know what happened. Oh, also, where's chat? There you are. Yeah, I'll let you guys know what happened in at the end of the last time we were playing Banishers. So good. Very wild. Very, very wild. Oh, we didn't have the right screen. It should have been the Jet After Dark screen. That's my bad. I can also remove branded content, because this is not branded content. Yeah, how have you guys been? What else have you guys been up to? I pretty much just worked, ran to the grocery store real fast today. I've got some food cooking in a crock pot, salsa chicken, because it's easy. So I will have food after stream. I have only had a banana today. But I will have some food right after stream. Just need to make some rice when we get done. But besides that, it's pretty much been my day. Very excited to get back into Banishers. I enjoyed the star named Eos yesterday, but I'm ready to get back. Ready to get back. We were also given a code for a game called Arco that released today. Arco looks super good. It is a like pixel art action adventure game, and pretty much all of the reviews for it are pretty like unanimously like this is a fantastic game. So I'm excited to get into that. I think we'll start, but it's also a story game, so I don't know how we balance that. I don't know how we'll balance it, but also the Plucky Squire, which is a really cool game, or looks like a really cool game. They announced the release date. It's going to be September 17th or something. Also hold on. If I go here, Nope. Where is this? There we go. Very excited for the Plucky Squire. Doesn't it look so good? It's such a neat concept. It's like you're both like a drawing, like a 2D drawing, but then you like pop out of like a book and you like interact with like the 3D world too. It looks really cool. 10-hour days, Emmers. How have the 10-hour days been? Can't wait for Plucky Squire. Very excited. I feel like I added it to my wish list last summer. It can't have been. It's been like it was announced a long time ago. So it's kind of wild that it's been this long, but it's finally coming out very soon. Also, for those that like mostly cozy games, if you go to the Steam page, the Wholesome Direct, I posted this in the Discord. Wholesome Direct people, I can just copy and paste this link here. There's like a little section of the Steam store where it's the Wholesome Games Celebration. There's a lot of stuff that is in there that has not released yet, that maybe just have demos, but there are some good sales. There's actually a game in there that I would like to play that I already added to my library because it is free. I did not realize it was going to be free, but it's called Mirth Island. Mirth Island. I think you play a duck that wants to be a theater actor, but then gives up on their dreams, so they go back home. I think something to that effect. And Mirth Island is free, and it released today, Fuchsia. I did not realize that. Actually, on my Twitter, I saw, I was like this morning, when I woke up, I saw the devs were like, it's out, and it's free. I even commented, I was like, for free? What? I was not expecting that. So yeah, Mirth Island looks great. We'll play it at some point. So for those that want to play it before me, please go do so. Little Kitty Big City is on sale, and I'm trying to justify buying it. But I haven't played it yet. Haven't purchased it yet. I would like to stream it at some point. But also, Mika and the Witch's Mountain Kickstarter sent out codes to backers today, so I've got games to keep me occupied for a while. That is what's kept me from buying some games recently. Is right now, I have. We have a lot of games lined up, and so part of me has been like, I'm still requesting codes for new like indie games that are coming out, but I haven't really been purchasing as many games because I know we're doing Banishers right now, then we'll do Zelda, and some of these indie games like Arco, I don't know how long it is. It could still be like, 10-ish hours or so, maybe longer, so it just kind of depends. That sounds quite tiring. Hope you'll be okay. I'm doing all right. Had a bit of a rough afternoon, getting very overwhelmed from all the children screaming outside, so I fled the house. Got some lunch from a supermarket and sat down somewhere where I could finally relax. Wind in my hair, sun on my back, and a new book in hand. Oh, that sounds awesome, Mary. That sounds like a wonderful day. Love them. I follow Wholesome on YouTube. Get the newsletter. Yeah. They're a really good like curator of some really fun games. Yeah, I got an email that it was available, but I didn't see that. Yeah, it's for free. We love for free. Can't blame you. That sounds amazing, though. If money wasn't so tight, I'd buy it immediately. But until I hear from this job or get my semester money in a few weeks, I need to be very mindful of what I spend. Yeah, and it's also, I mean, games get so expensive. Games get very, very expensive. And there's so many, like, I don't know, there's so many games. That's, I think, part of the problem. I was thinking about this today. I was like, man, I wish, I love that the indie devs are doing so well and are making so many awesome things, but also, how am I supposed to find time for this? How do they expect me to have time for all of this nonsense, you know? Also mention something about my name, but just send it to you. A luxury problem. Oh, very nice. Okay, very cool. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, we are spoiled during the season. I feel like there's so many indie games releasing. We had like a month or two where there wasn't as much, but now it's like Mirtha Island is listed as request access. Really? Wait. Oh, I think they might have changed their name? Question mark? Mirth Melody? It actually says Mirth Island on one of the screenshots. I think that's maybe where I got confused. I wonder if it used to be called Mirth Island. That must be what it is. Yeah, Mirth Melody. Apologies. Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm so confused. Is Mirth Melody something different? What's going on? Oh, maybe that is what's happening. They changed. Wait, Mirth Island was the name during the playtest. They changed it, it looks like. Yeah, I am very confused because Mirth Island is listed. Mirth Island is the one on my wish list, but Mirth Melody, it has to be the same game, surely. Yeah, I just saw that because on the Mirth Melody, oh, wait. I think they might be different games. Mirth Melody is a small rhythm game set in the Mirth Island universe. So, okay, maybe they're different games. I see. A little confusing, but, okay. I'll accept it. Anyway, I requested access to Island and added Melody to my library. So I'm covered either way. Yeah, perfect. Love it. Yeah. Maybe that makes more sense now, but yeah, that is a little confusing. I think, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, it's a little, it's maybe a little confusing. They're so similar, and like, I feel like the capsule art, the art that's that you use for like the kind of like the cover, if you will. I feel like it's like they're almost, they're not identical, but they're almost like so similar that it's like it could easily get confused. But anyway, apparently 2 different games. Apologies. I was confused. But one of those games is free. Who can complain about a free game, you know? Yeah, so it must be, I would, yeah. If it were me, I would differentiate the image a little bit more. Quite a bit more. Because both of them, it's like the duck on the grass with an instrument. I would change it up a bit, you know? Steam claims Mirth Melody is the same as Slime Rancher. Probably just that it's cozy. It's probably it uses some of the same tags, I bet. There are a few other games that I added to my wish list, though. Oh, but yeah, I see. I'm looking at my wish list now. It looks like, yeah, Little Kitty Big City, 20% off. But, you know, we'll also be approaching, like, I mean, is there usually an autumn Steam sale? There might be. If not, you know, winter Steam sales will be coming up. Before we know it, all of these games will be on sale. If there is, it's definitely not as big as summer winter sales. Yeah, maybe it's like, maybe it's not called that. Maybe it'll just be like a week-long whatever. That must be it, because I don't recall there being a rhythm game in Slime Rancher. Yeah, I feel like the recommended sometime is a little off. It's less about the actual gameplay sometimes. It's more of just like the tags are kind of similar. So there are a few times where it's been like, I've looked up a game that I know I'd like, and they'll be like, well, we have no reason to believe you would like this game. It's like, trust me, I know I will like it. Trying to think what else has been going on. There's been other random announcements. I think besides, I would go through the for those who like kind of chill games, go through the wholesome direct stuff and see if you can find anything. November 27th to December 4th. Okay, so there'll be like a little thing. A little thing. That makes sense, because I think, isn't the winter sale? Yeah, I was gonna say, it's actually funny that the autumn sale is so close to the winter one. Autumn must be much smaller. Much smaller. Kind of speaking of autumn, though, when is the first day of fall for the Northern Hemisphere? September 22nd. That makes sense. It's starting to get kind of cool here. It's not like, it's not super cold yet, but I can tell, like, in the mornings it is. Oof, it's actually gonna get kind of warm later this week. Brad, I got it finally. Nice. You can now bop bop. Bop bops in the chat. Just found the date. Next Team Next Fest will run October. Uh-oh. We might get ourselves some more demos. That'll be exciting. That'll be very exciting. That'll be. There's a couple of other games releasing in October. I cannot unfollow that DJ streamer. I didn't even follow the streamer that I watched. I just lurked there, and purge it from my mind. Yeah, I didn't even listen to them at all. I just kind of shoved them in a corner, and then just waited. Interestingly, for the streamers, I might mention this again because I know a lot of our Aussie streamer friends do this, but. There's a little bit of, there's some talks about, potentially that playing, you know how people separate the audio in their streams so that they can play like normal music? That might be going away soon, or like, not the ability to do that, but you might be getting in trouble for that soonish. It depends how Twitch clarifies some things. I think it's gone. I think today was the last day, question mark, or maybe yesterday was the last day. I had found a woman who dressed like a pirate, and she had a sword. Incredible. August 14th. Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure, but yeah, it looks like it is over. No, sorry, Fuchsia. But yeah, so I should probably grab this. Where is this? So Twitch is starting to send this out to people. And basically it says streaming DJ content, basically meaning like copyrighted music. So for those that don't know, the whole reason why there's this like the Bop Bop and DJs was they were promoted so highly over the past week or two or whatever is because Twitch released the DJ program where it allows you to play DMCA music, so music that is like licensed by, you know, the larger companies. You would be allowed to play those with the caveat of a few things. For example, one of those things is you cannot have VODs. So like if you're part of the DJ program, your VODs or your streams are deleted right after. And something else. There's a bunch of other stuff that kind of it gets rid of. It's okay, I'll live. No, my life is over. Oh no, Fuchsia, I'm so sorry. So anyway, you can apply to be a part of the DJ program. If you are not a DJ, you likely don't want to do that because then you lose access to a few things. So they have started to send this out to people, which says streaming DJ content outside the DJ program or without authorization is like so basically that's like they're getting this warning, the reasoning they stream DJ content outside of that. It says your account was detected by our automation, by our systems as having streamed DJ content using music represented by music rights holders, blah, 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 blah. Basically, while not being a part of the program. This is not a DMCA strike, but it is to inform you that starting September 1st, people can get strikes and or account suspensions because of it. The thing that is like that people are wondering about is at the bottom it says where the violation occurred and it says on stream or VOD. And so other streamers are curious, does this mean if it is on stream but you split your audio, can you get in trouble for that? They have not said, I don't think Twitch has responded yet. But at the very least, that's what everyone is wondering. So, anyway, just to keep an eye, streamers, if you're somebody who splits your audio, just keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for some, hopefully people who do that are okay. Like hopefully it's not going to be a problem. We don't do that here, but it's just wonderfully confusing. That's kind of Twitch for you. Val, welcome in. How's it going? Val, how are you? New rules, why? Yeah, that's sort of Twitch for you, though. Like, they won't typically... Here's the thing. They don't typically explain things, but also, I don't know if they would want to comment on that. Secret! Welcome in, Secret. How are you? I don't know if they would comment and say, yes, that's fine, because they probably can't do that, if that makes sense. So, unless... Here's my thought. If it's fine, they probably won't comment on it. If it isn't fine, they'll probably then say that also includes streaming it on, like, and splitting your audio or whatever. So we'll see. But Valk, how's it going? Oh, and in addition to the Wholesome Games sale showcase, there's also a cat awareness feline sale, including a bunch of Garfield games. Go, 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 go. I actually maybe bought a Garfield game the other day. So,
Why?
Garfield
is
weak
that
win.
Garfield so muscular?
Oh, that's not supposed to play right now. Block Garfy. No more of that. Let me also just make sure. Block these. Boop. Okay. Feline sale. Where are you? I feel like sometimes they're like, it took me a while to find the wholesome direct stuff. I had to click around a couple of times. So it's not showing me it. Hold on. Special offers? What if I click on Little Kitty Big City? Now it shows the wholesome games.
Jetpack to the moon and back.
The answer to the life, the universe, and everything.
42! That's incredible, Sassy. I mean, Sassy. Secret! I saw Sassy's name. Secret! That is incredible. 42 months. That is wild. That is totally wild. That is so very long. Only 6 more months till 4 years? That's wild. That is very wild. But thank you so much, Secret, for the 42 months. Secret was here early on. Okay, hold on. Just start doing that, so it'll be annoying if I can't go forward. Oh no, yeah. We'll see what they say. I'll keep an ear out, but it depends. The thing that is confusing is that it does say on stream or VOD. So makes it sound like on stream would count, but again, it's hard to tell if, like, can Twitch detect that stuff, you know? And just after YV has set up his split audio thingamajig, yeah. Also, my stream is delayed. Oh no, you're on mobile, right? Right now. Going to a new Lego store opening? Yeah, that's right. Pretty good. I'm home and hiding from the rest of my household because they have COVID. Oh no, Valk. I am so sorry. That is not fun at all. But everyone is over it, or at the end of it now at least. I'm focusing on my ramen and vibing in my space. Loved it. Love it. Also love ramen. Wait. Is this the incident again? Wait, which incident? Garfield. Oh, actually, you know what? Hold on. If I search for Garfield lasagna party. This is actually on sale on PlayStation as well. There we go. And there's now the cat awareness banner here. But I didn't get it on PlayStation because I was like, I don't know if I'd be able to play with anybody. But on Steam, more likely, I could probably get a couple people to play because it's online. Assuming, I think it's online. Maybe it might be. But Garfield week when? Oh, look at all these here. I know a lot of you would probably like this. So here's the link to the cat awareness feline sale. Actually, Galaxy Burger, we got offered a code for, but I wasn't sure if I should accept it or not. Is this a game you guys would like me to play? Galaxy Burger? It's sort of like, it's not, it's like you're like managing burger orders and stuff, but you're in space. Paper perjury? What is this? It all started with a simple robbery. When that thread was pulled, a tapestry of mysteries was revealed. Solve cases and outsmart criminals in a detective story full of lies, confessions, and maybe even a moida or two. This demo contains the complete first case. And it's a part of the feline thing, so I assume there's cats involved. Add to wish list. An adventure, visual novel, 2D detective puzzle game. Inspector Waffles seems really interesting. Looking at some of these cat games. There is a nonograms game called Sherlock Cat Holmes Nonograms. We almost played the demo for it during the last Steam Next Fest. But I then looked at it, and it's not really like Sherlock themed, really. There's like the story incredibly light. It's mostly like the mascot of it is this cat with like a Sherlock hat. Gilmore, welcome in. But it's not like that's sort of it. And it's just puzzles. And then I think sometimes you see the cat. And I was like, I want like a mystery game with a Sherlock cat. I think that would make me very happy. But again, Secret, thank you so much for the 42 months. That is wild to me that it's been this long at all. So thank you. The OGs know about this incident. Wait, I don't think I know about this incident. What incident are you talking about? I do have to do a bit of work, and I'm way behind stream because bad internet. Have a good stream. Brad, we'll see you later. Have a good one. Let's see. Wait. There we go. Yeah, I was like, why is yours broken? 4 years, 16 days. Wait. Yeah. 4 years, 16 days, 15 hours. Yeah, that makes sense. That is wild. Also, hi everyone. I got distracted by ramen. No, you're so good. I would too. I love ramen. I would be num eating it up. When we used Garfield, it made a sound, and we have that clip of you forgetting to turn off the... Oh, wait. Oh, yes, I see what you mean. Yeah. The little like sound things. Yeah. No, that was great. That was a fun time. I had just added that effect to, so like when you guys do the laugh, the lol emote, and it does the little laugh lines. I had added it to my stream. For those that don't know, I had added it to my stream, and then. As like I was testing it all out, but I thought I disabled it for my stream because I hadn't like announced it yet. And so someone used the emote, and it did a thing on screen. I was like, quickly like trying to turn it all off, and people were like, "What was that?" I was like, "Nothing. It's nothing." Wait, Garfield Lasagna Party is tagged as a Souls-like.
Sure is handsome.
Tab, welcome in. Galaxy Burger looks like good pizza, great pizza. Yes, that is a perfect parallel. Hold on. Garfield. Action adventure Souls like arcade. It's like Mario Party. 32 mini games. Oh, it looks like it only uses remote play. So it looks like you can play locally. Yeah, that's sad. Where are the online Garfield games? Hold on, I've never actually just searched for Garfield on Steam. We have Garfield Kart, Lasagna Party, Garfield Kart Furious Racing, Garfield Pinball DLC. It's for Pinball FX. That's it. There's not a lot of Garfield games. Unbelievable. I would definitely watch you make space burgers, but I don't feel strongly about it either way. Good to know. Good to know. Gilmore, how are you? How's it going? It looks fun, like, and I like the art style, but part of me is like, I don't know if this is interesting. Like, I don't know if you guys would be interested in watching me play it or not. And Embers with 4 years, 21 days, and 1 hour. You just made it over the 21-day mark. Is this a repeat of that incident? Was my question. Do we have a there is a Garfield sound effect. Oh, who's this? La 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 la. We actually had a bot come in, but I don't think you guys got to see it. Get out of here. Because I'm using the new Smart Detection Beta. Get out of here. Deny them. Oh, you bonked them. Perfect. Thank you, Secret. Tap, how are you? How's it going? How's your day? So people have seen it before. Basically, when we go into the BRB screen, you can now do a Garfield emote, and we added a bunch of new stuff to the stream and a bunch of new sound effects and stuff the other day. But one of those things is if you are when we go to the BRB screen, you can do the Garfield emote, and it'll do a sound of the narrator from Disco Elysium saying something about Garfield. But I forgot to turn it off, so I just need to remember to do that when we leave the BRB screen. But anyway. I was typing something on my phone and saw the banana emoji. I had to think of your oi mate banana. Yeah, that was such a fun time. I need to go back through and clip more things from that stream, from YV's stream. That was so much fun. Had such a great time playing Power Wash Sim. Is Mario Party a Souls-like now? I mean, that's such an odd tag. I wonder if there's like one mini game that is like Souls-ish or something. Behind the Frame, the finest scenery looks very cute. It is a very fun game. We played that a while back, and yesterday, I don't know if you were around or if you saw in the Discord, we played a game by the same developer yesterday, and we beat it. But it's called The Star Named Eos. And it was very good. It was very adorable. Very much the same kind of feel to it. I had no idea there were so many Garfield games, but there should be more. I'm sure there's like older retro Garfield games. Tap, how's work? How's life? Maybe anything could be a Souls-like if you try hard enough, right? That's probably true. I'm on board with that. Yeah, and then Gilmore 4 years, 10 days. Gilmore Secret, Emmers, all popped in around the same time. I'm right, just in the tail of my work from home, hanging out while working. We love that. How often do you work from home? Valk with the 2 years, 9 months. Came in during some The Ruined King. That was a fun game. If there's not a Souls-like Mario Party type game, we're sitting on a gold mine. This is how we make our millions, Tab. I want to see more Clippies. Yeah, I need to go through it. Oh, 2 days a week now. Varies on which days. Tuesday, Thursday. Oh, that's awesome. We love that. How have you been enjoying it? I have to pick around scheduled in office meetings. Fair. I pretty much only work from home, so it took a while to get used to, but I really like it. It is now, I feel like at a point where I'm like, wow, I hope I never have to step inside another office again. That would be so nice. There's just so much flexibility with working from home, and I love it. Being able to go on a run as a quick break is the best, and working in PJs, I won't go back. I know. I can be comfortable. I can I don't know. You just don't have to worry about. There's so many things you do not have to worry about working from home. I also submit that I feel like working in an office is often not very productive because of
baby.
oh, Pawns working from home lets me catch jet streams while in my PJs. We love it. I feel like when in offices that I've worked at, people get so chatty. I know, unbelievable. And it's funny me complaining about chattiness, but people get so chatty that they're like, they distract you from work when it's like, I just want to work right now. But then like the bosses will claim that working from an office is more productive. And I do not agree because at least the ones that I work at, people will come in and will just be like talking to you about whatever nonsense. And I'm like, look, and I know I am maybe in the minority for this. Oh, by the way, Opon's wearing my caustic shirt right now. But I have never really been friends with coworkers, so I'm just like, I'm not trying to be friends. I'm just trying to work right now. So it's just very annoying. I've never really enjoyed the office environment. It's just more of a just comes with the territory sort of deal. I realized I started following and must have almost immediately became a sub. Shows the power of the cozy 10 5s. Valk, we love that. Thank you. That's amazing. That was such a fun game too. You came in during a great game. I often think about wanting to replay it because it was so much fun. But there's some different League of Legends games that I would like to play at some point, including League of Legends maybe. Chatty, we hate that here. I know. And me being at work being like, ugh. 100%, yeah, Tap, it's so true. I feel like office environments are rarely, like, there's some things about it that are probably good. The rest of it, terrible. Throw it out. Don't like it. I have some cool images to show you, but after this one trailer has happened, ooh, Opons, can't wait to see. Also, Opons, did you see the little Nessie doll that they're selling? The little Nessie plush that they're selling, where it has a little gaming controller. It looks so adorable. The amount of times I get interrupted on my prep when I could be getting stuff done is insane. That I remember working in an office where just like literally all the time, there would just be people floating around, like just standing in people's office doors, talking about whatever, just like nonsense, non-work stuff. And it just always bothered me. I was just like, I don't care. Please leave me alone. I'm just here to do work, and then I go home, and that's when I have fun. I want to get everything that I need to get done today, so that way I don't have to think about work anymore. Chatting took up a lot of my day when I worked in the office. At home, I could really focus. Yeah, I actually feel like when I'm working, I am just focused on it. I can get it done. And I mean, it helps that I can judgment-free throw up like Twitch on a monitor, and it's just there and whatever. Or watch Castle. I'm actually almost done with Castle, by the way, everybody. For those who've been desperately wanting a Castle update, I'm on the last season. The last season is weird. We'll get into that once I catch up. I don't spend money on gas or getting my car fixed or sitting in traffic for an hour or have to pack lunch in the morning or have to figure out how to entertain my dog while I'm not home or buy work clothes or take time off just because I have a doctor's appointment for 30 minutes in the middle of the day or worry about what to make for dinner after I'm home or worry about deliveries while I'm not home. 100% secret. It makes things honestly so much better. it just if you work in a job, I know that's not an option for a lot of people, but if you have the opportunity to work from home, I find that it can be very eye-opening how much time you spend doing, like, you know, things that I don't know, like sitting in traffic or like the pressures of, well, I only have an hour of lunch or 30 minutes of lunch. I need to, you know, rush through that, and then you have little interruption throughout your day, and I don't know. It just being able to be here just makes it. I don't know. I'm comfortable most of the time. Like, you know, I don't. I'm usually in pajamas or some equivalent. You know, I shower to stream, so at least that's getting done. So thank you, everybody. Because of you, I stay clean. No, not League. I haven't touched League in a bit, but my favorite character is getting his visual update is releasing in October. And so I'm like, it might be time for me to go back. But I love some of the League of Legends like side games. So we played the Ruined King, and that was excellent. Highly recommend. Loved it. I'm sad there hasn't been like any kind of sequel or movement in that direction. The devs, I think, started to make like an MMO or something. I'm not sure, but there's that new game that looked really good. That's like a platformer, I think. It's all wintry. There's the Silas game. Silas? Is that his name? Looks very fun. It looks like a boss rush type of game. And there's like another one, I think. Anyway, I'm very interested in playing those, but I might get back into League for a little bit. We'll see. Office environments are not productive unless your managers are dictators about your time. Yeah. I love it. I need it. I need it. The little plushie. Yeah, it's adorable. I need to rewatch Castle. It's been good. The last season is interesting. Yeah. Do you mind if I say some Castle spoilers? Is there anybody here who's like, please do not talk about Castle spoilers because I'm going to watch it and I don't want to hear? Castle has been off the air for a bit, but if you have qualms about hearing Castle spoilers, let me know. I'll catch up with chat. But the Skyrim hat, yeah, I know, the Skyrim hat was amazing. It can come back. I can also shower and wear the Skyrim hat. Oh yeah, they have a fighting game coming soon. I don't know if I'll be good at it at all, so I'm not sure if I'll try it, but it looks, the animations look incredible. I mean, I chose a career where I can't work from home unless I chose a very specific specialization, like doing cataloging, but it's different. Getting interrupted by patrons is literally part of the job description. Yeah, that's fair. It's sort of a public-facing job. So yeah, it makes sense that you wouldn't be able to. And there's I mean, like, most jobs probably you are unable to work from home, but for a lot of I think for a lot of the stuff that I've done, it's sort of been like there's like almost nothing that I can't do here. In fact, because it's been a couple of years, I don't know what I can do everything here that I need. The only thing is if they ask me to, like, we need you to film something or take a picture of a thing. That's kind of it. But that doesn't happen that often, so I don't know. Swarm is fun. That mode looks cool. I probably won't pick it up until, I don't know, maybe I'll play again a little bit before the Teemo update, just so that I get used to it again. They've made a lot of changes that I don't know, but when we had our back door replaced, there were people coming to our house during the day to measure and install and whatever needed to be done. At the all the evening and weekend appointment slots were full for months, but 10 a.m. on a Wednesday was open. The Monday that I called, oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you see, that's the benefit, and it's so nice. It just makes things so much nicer, I think. I probably won't remember the spoilers regardless. Hat. Nodders. I'm pretty sure I'm never going to watch it. I'm good. No hate or anything. I'm just not a TV person in general. Oh, totally good. Spoil me. I have seen it before. It's just been too long. So the main thing that I was going to mention. So I'm watching the last season. One of the interesting things about Castle is that for a lot of shows that have a will they, won't they type of relationship in a show, it mostly stays that way almost throughout the entire show. Maybe the last season is when that changes, but it's very much like a through line of you just never know. Like, will they get together? Won't they get together? They're star-crossed. But Castle, interestingly, him and the detective, they get married a little after midway through the show. I think season 6, around season 6, early season 7 is when they like officially get married. Season 8 has felt weird though, because a few things. One, there's a bunch of dynamic changes in the show. Vix, welcome in. Hello. There's a lot of dynamic changes where Kate Beckett, who is the Castle's wife, she gets promoted, and so from detective to like she's the head of a precinct. And Castle's no longer working at the police station. He's now like a PI. But what's been weird is Becca, this is not gonna make sense for people who haven't watched, but I'll try to see if I can make you feel how I feel. Beckett has gotten wrapped up with some sort of like government conspiracy. There's like some shadowy figure who is like pulling the strings behind a bunch of stuff, and because of that he's targeting Kate Beckett, and because of that she's afraid that if she spends time with her husband Castle, that he'll become a target. And so a lot of this season so far have been them just apart, and them like not really like interacting so much. And every time they do, it's the same sort of like we want to be together but we can't because of this thing. But like throughout all 8 seasons, they have proved time and time again that whenever they work together, things go for the better. They're able to like counterbalance each other really well, and so they're doing this thing all over again. It just feels really weird, anyway, it's been kind of annoying a little bit, but I think it's also when like a show has a bunch of changes like that, where it's like a bunch of people have either left. I mean, and the main cast is still in there in the last season, but it's just like, again, their dynamics have changed, because they're not all just like together solving a case. It actually, they show a lot of Kate Beckett just in an office. She's not really out about on the field as much in a lot of these episodes. So it just feels weird. You can definitely tell this is like the last season, but it's like a full season. So at first I was like, oh, maybe this is like a short one. It's not, but I'm kind of just going through. I shared this in the Discord. There's a list of like just must-watch episodes, and I'm just going through that list instead of watching every episode, and that has made it very enjoyable, I think. So I'm breezing through it. I wish I could do my job from home. Been there, done that, hated it. Fair, yeah. Teaching, not the best for that. No. In an office, the boss would be constantly interrupting with his random intrusive thoughts, literally, or looking over my shoulder to see what I'm doing. I hate that. I hate people looking over your shoulder while you're doing work. Even if I'm like doing everything fine, it makes me then start messing up because of it. Looking over my shoulder to see what I'm doing, changing things because he didn't know to trust the process, and then would change it 3 times. We'd end up back where I started. I didn't have to deal with all of that when I worked from home. Plus, I had a better computer and set up at home, but he wouldn't accept that. That is the worst, Fuchsia. Yeah, teaching from home is definitely not as good as an office job from home, for sure. But welcome in, Vix. It's hard enough keeping the kids' attention when they are sitting right in front of you, but trying to do that through a screen is practically impossible. Yeah. It's not built for that. Someone who is an adult taking like online classes, I understand completely. Yeah. It can be rough. Online classes, I find harder to do than working from home, personally, but I can see why that feels weird, maybe frustrating. Yeah, it's still like good, and the episodes are still interesting. It's just like sometimes when a show has established a dynamic that you're used to for 7 seasons, then on the last one when it changes so much, it is a little bit like, what's happening here? I kind of just want a good send-off, you know? I don't actually remember how Castle ends, so I'm curious to see where this goes. But I mean, overall, it's a very funny show. I think the show, started off like a little bit weaker, and then it got really good. And then it's still been good. There have been some fun moments. I will say, the last season has been more intense at times. Like, I think they really tried to ramp up the intensity levels of some of the cases. Like, in the first episode of the 8th season, I think this was the first episode, Castle gets like tortured by some these like shady the government conspiracy thing that Kate Beckett is all like wrapped up with. Yeah. he gets like tortured and he's like almost shot, which I mean has happened before, but like, I don't know. There's a lot of it that it just has seemed like, oh, this is very intense, but I don't know. I always wonder what like the thought process of that is when you're producing a show. Like, do you try to keep things the same? Because I would say like the last season of Buffy is not very good in comparison to the rest of the show, IMO. And part of that is because they like added a whole bunch of characters. The dynamic shifts a whole bunch. And it just doesn't feel the same to me. Whereas I love it when, like, if they had just kind of continued doing the Monster of the Week all the way up until the end, I would have been just fine. But I don't know. I like my shows to kind of have consistency all the way up to the end. Because I also, again, and we've talked about this when it comes to like games and shows and movies and stuff that I watch. Once I get like invested in a group of characters and sort of their how they operate and whatever, I like it to continue forever. Even if the show ends, I like the idea of it being like, and they're still doing that. Like they're still solving mysteries together, or like it's just gonna continue. You just don't get to see it, but like maybe they like solve some big case or whatever that they've been like wanting to do, but they're still like they're out doing that thing, and that makes me happy I've played some games. I won't say which games in case people want to play those. Played some games or have seen some shows where it's like they all kind of split up afterwards at the end of the show, or you know, either they stop doing what it is that have all kind of like brought them together or whatever, and it always makes me sad. I'm always like, oh, but I just want them to continue going forever. Things went downhill with season 6. 7 was not as bad, decreased the quality, but didn't improve it either. Wait, for which show? We want friendship, yeah. Just want it to go on forever. Oh, Buffy, yes, I agree. Yeah. I agree. It wasn't terrible. It just was a decrease in quality, and I think it's very much like throughout the seasons, you just feel so invested in the main cast, and I feel like, especially on the last season, when you introduce so many new characters, even if they're not like that important, or like they just take up time away from the main cast and getting to spend those last episodes like with them, really. And so I think that's sort of my hesitation whenever they do that. I will say in Castle season 8, they've added a couple of characters as well, and I'm like, I don't care about you. Stop interrupting. Let them have their moments, you know. Such an interesting version of the song. Yeah, it feels like an 80s synth rock version of this song. I recently learned that Amber Benson, Tara, co-wrote a I've never watched or like listened to it, but wrote a podcast series that was basically a fix it fic for the last couple seasons of Buffy. It's an Audible exclusive, and I'm anti-Audible for reasons, TM. So I haven't listened yet, but I'm very intrigued. Yeah. I loved, I was a huge Buffy fan. Season 2 and 3, I think, are my favorites. It just so many classic, really good episodes in season 2 and 3. I've watched it many a time. Me and some of my friends would do, we did this multiple times. We did Buffy musical sing-alongs. So we'd all get together and just watch the Buffy musical. Which, for people who don't know, there is a musical episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It is fantastic. I feel like it is the gold standard of shows that do random musical episodes. Scrubs also gets an honorable mention, I think, because it also makes sense why it's happening in both of them. But anyway, but Buffy's is like a different level. The writing is also great. Like the lyrics and stuff are very funny, but also then pertain to what's going on. It also does a really good job of like the consequences of that episode actually last quite a bit, and you actually have the characters like because I feel a part of musicals is like the singing is supposed to be oftentimes like the characters, you know, expressing how they feel about a situation, or like saying what you know they struggle to say, sort of. And in the musical, in the musical episode, there's like, you know, they're able to say these things that they haven't been able to say, and there's some fallout because of that afterwards. So good. Me too, and I have a very strong opinions about the show and Angel. Actually, I have not watched Angel except for a couple of episodes. I really should watch Angel at some point. Cordelia and Charisma deserve better. Yeah, I agree. I actually didn't really like Cordelia for the first little bit until I think season 3. I think just because she was so mean, but season 3, I was like, oh, she's great. And then I saw like a couple of the first episodes of Angel, and I thought she was good in it too, or at least the ones that can't remember if she was in there from the start, but I saw some with her in it, and she was good. I love that Buffy went to the extremes like that. One episode with all singing all the time, and another with zero dialogue. Yeah, Hush was a great episode. I think there are a few episodes of Buffy that I feel like you could show to somebody who has never watched an episode of it, and even though they might be confused about what's going on, whenever it comes up with something that's like, here's a, you know, overarching story moment, and you might be confused about some of the characters, whatever, but you could still watch it and be like, it's like impressive what they were able to pull off. The musical episode would probably be very confusing, but I think would be fun. Hush, though, is an episode that's like it just very well done. It essentially, for people who've never seen, there is an episode where these demons come to town, and they steal everybody's voices, and the deal is it's supposed to be like they're sort of like these fairy tale monsters that they must they like collect people's hearts, and they eat them, or they do some. They're gonna do a ritual with them or something like that, and they need to collect like 7, I think. And so, but their weakness is like voices. And so before they come into a town, they have a little box and they open it up and it steals everyone's voices, and they go through and can just kind of like very methodically and scarily, steal people's hearts. And so the most of the episode, I think, except for the very end and maybe the very, very beginning, has no dialogue. It has all been just sort of like mimed and like people trying to, or like written down, people writing notes and like showing them on little whiteboards or whatever. So good. It's so good. I will also say, and this is much more of an intense episode and not for everybody, but there is an episode called The Body that is like amazing television. Probably one of the best episodes of any show I've ever watched before, because it is so real. It has to do with a major character's death, and it is a non-supernatural death, and so it's just a wild show, like a wild episode where, in the middle of a season where there's lots of like, vampires and demons and monsters and whatever, you have a character die from a supernatural reason, and the character's then dealing with it. It's shot differently. There's no music, like there's no soundtrack to that episode, and it's basically just the characters dealing with another character's death, and it is like, and grief and confusion and all of it, and it's just, I cry every time I watch it. It is just fantastically acted. Sarah Michelle Gellar does a fantastic job of carrying that episode, and it's wild, but incredibly heavy. I would not necessarily recommend it for a lot of people's viewing, but if you're somebody who's like, I really like film, or I really like, cinematography and well, good written shows and all of that, that episode, if you want like an example of like, this is what you can do, I highly recommend. Oh yeah, another one with no music. Yeah. If you love Buffy the Musical, I recommend the show The Magicians. I think I've seen like the first episode of that. There's a musical episode every season. Oh really? They incorporate the concept very well and in a way that makes sense. They're so fun. Yeah, Cordelia gets so much better in Angel, but then Joss decided to have a grudge against her. Yeah, I've heard. I enjoyed the book The Magicians more than the show. Hated the book. I'm still trying to psych myself up to read the other two in the series to see if they get better. I wonder if it's anything like, what was the Emmers, the One of Us is Lying? That show is wild. Yeah, One of Us is Lying, yeah. I actually recently, I thought about it again because I was going through my my Twitter bookmarks, because I had bookmarked whoever had tweeted that first. So I was like, oh, I need to go back to that. And so I was going through it and I saw it again. I was like, oh boy, that was such a show. That was such a show. And then I loved how I was explaining what happened and you were like, what? What's going on? That's not how the book works. I was like, I don't know. I loved it. Ended up doing a simultaneous read with my husband as a second read through. Oh wow. As someone who's dealt with similar death as in The Body, and just a couple years before this episode premiered, it's rough for me to watch, but so good. Yeah. Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, I cry every time I watch it because it's just an incredibly emotional episode. But it again, I think, and maybe it's just in contrast to all the other episodes, but it feels so real. I think all of the characters' reactions are incredibly, like, understandable, and it feels so natural, which is, I think, the the tough part, I think, when you're watching it, because it's like, you know, you could probably see yourself as any of those people. Jetpack dude, welcome in. How have you been? How's it going? Anya's confusion over that death was palpable. Yeah, that moment is that's one of the moments that will make me cry. I cry, I think, multiple times in that episode. That's one of those. Nice summer. Hope the same for you. Yeah, it's been a pretty good summer. I just upgraded my computer. I have a new iMac, and that's been very exciting. But besides that, the summer has been pretty good. What have you been up to? Any fun games you've been playing? Anything exciting? Yeah, one of us is lying. I was like, that was such a funny time because I was explaining what happened in each episode, and Emmers was just like, what? What's going on? There were like characters that were like not even there in the book, or like their role was given to somebody else. Let's see. Interesting. I much prefer the show because more characters get development and it's not just a Quentin wine fest. I love Margot and Elliot so much and they get barely anything in the book. That's wild. Went to Japan in June. Oh, that's amazing. Where did you go in Japan? How was it? What did you do? Just saw Rocky Horror live last weekend. So yeah, super boring. Yeah, just a super boring summer. That's awesome. I wish I could. I wish I was in Japan. I wish I could go visit again. One day I'll go back. Margaret's not in the book at all. There's another character who gets a role but has another name. So like one of us is lying, I guess. This one, yeah, I guess. There were some, like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I wouldn't recommend the show One of Us is Lying. I think it's an interesting idea, and then it just sort of like devolves into this like, it's very muddled, and I'll snooze. Thank you, Emmers. And then we'll actually run ads when this one finishes. But thank you for the heads up. The show gets just very muddled. I think it's only 2 seasons. And the show is not finished, but it definitely is not going to be. I think apparently the reception of it was really bad. Japan was amazing. Luckily, the dollar was super strong, so everything was cheap. We love that. That's very good. Where did you go in Japan? When I went, I was only in Tokyo. It was for only a week, sadly. You have your own personal ad warner person. How nice. We love that. Our mods are wonderful. I feel like they rewrote a bunch of backstory between the first and second books, but it's been years since I read them, so I don't remember too much. Tokyo, Kumamoto, Onimichi, Kyoto, back to Tokyo. Oh, you got to see so much more than me. I hope it was a blast. I hope you had so much fun because, yeah, just the little bit that I spent in. Go back now. I'm going. Just a little bit that I spent there was like, I loved it. Every aspect about it. I was very much a tourist there. Like I try to be cool when I go to places. Australia fun suddenly becomes Japan fun. It just changes over time. No, I wouldn't do that. I'm very excited to see my Aussie friends. Every day it gets more and more just excitement about seeing them. But some point I would love to go back to Japan. But I was very much a tourist there. Like, yeah, look at this go.
Good day, mate.
Good day, mate. Like, could not hide it. I was just everywhere. I was just like, wow. You know, like, you know, I tried to be like, you know, respectful and like, you know, I wasn't very loud or whatever, but I was definitely like, you could see it, probably see it in my eyes as I was walking around, like, this place is amazing. Yeah, that was basically me. 2-week of hotel at the APAs is like 800. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Public transport there was so nice. I remember using their train rail things. It was very fun. That was. I mean, I'm not really used to that because I have never really lived in a big enough city where that was like a main feature. But so yeah, it was wild. My memory of that, I think I've told the story before, but is when I was in Tokyo. Well, I was only in Tokyo, but when I was there, I went to go see the fish market, the Tsukiji fish market, the tuna fish auction. I went at like 4 a.m. or whatever to go see tuna fish being auctioned off, and I had to take a taxi there. And I couldn't figure, when I was trying to get back, I couldn't figure out where the train station was. And for one, I found somebody who spoke English, and I was able to ask them where the train station was. And they were like, there was a bus that had just pulled up, and they're like, you need to get on that bus, and you need to take it, and you'll see the train station. I was like, okay. So I got on the bus, was on it, and I just sat there, and then as I sat there, I was like, he didn't tell me what station to get off in. Or like what stop to get off on. So, So I just sat there, and all of a sudden, we get like a couple stops, and everyone starts getting off of the bus. Like, I'm the only one there. And this Japanese guy who's also spoke perfect English was like, he like was leaving, and then he came back on, was like, by the way, this is the last stop. And I was like, no. And so then I got off, and I was like, do you by chance know where the train station is? And like the bus pulls away, and he's like, you mean that one? And it's like right on the other side, like the bus. It was like a very move the bus moment. The bus moves, and the train station's right there. I was like, oh, perfect. And then when I was trying to figure out, then like looking at the map, trying to figure out how much like to put into the thing to get a ticket so that it's the right how many stops away or whatever, I was like looking at my money and looking at the map and like looking at my money again, and this like businessman, Japanese guy, he came up and he was like, where are you going? And I was like, I forget which station it was, but he was like, I'm going here. He was like, he just kind of like, boop, boop, boop. This is how much you need. And I was like, perfect, thank you. And then he like, just like shifted away into the crowd. He just kind of like shimmied into the crowd and then just disappeared. I didn't really get to thank him appropriately. Cad, welcome in, how's it going? Also friends, we need to play ads. We'll come back, I'll catch up, and then I'll catch you up on what's happening in Banishers Ghosts of New Eden, and then we'll hop into the game. So, BRB friends, stand up, stretch, etc. We'll be back momentarily. BRB. BRB.
This is your time, Jetpack Gang. Stand up, move around, grab a snack, hydrate. The stream will resume in just a few minutes. Why is that Garfield so muscular? Why is that Garfield so muscular?
Okay, we'll go here first while I catch up, and then I can tell you guys about Banishers. But welcome back, everybody. Let's see. It's fine to be a tourist, just don't be an obnoxious one. I feel like that's fair, and I think, unfortunately, a lot of the American tourists who've been over to Japan have been, from what I've heard, really annoying. I think it might be Kyoto, where I've heard, they've started to have areas where, like, tourists are not, like, allowed to come in because they've been, so disruptive, unfortunately. But public transport, someone quick, get bread. They're all clean and on time and frequent. Fantastic. Yeah. 4 a.m, who hurt you? It was because the tuna fish auction happens at that time, and it was so cool. It was just fun to watch. You can get there and they show you a little like video presentation first, and then you have a little escort take you there, and you kind of just form a line and you kind of stand off to the side and you just watch them sell like I guess the kind of daily catches or whatever. It was so cool. Gizmo with the 7-stream streak. Who hurt Japan? I know. Can't the tuna fish sleep just a little bit more? You know, that's what I say.
So long ago, in the mysterious land of Toronto.
But Gizmo, welcome in. How's it going? It was super cool. I don't know much about like what they do exactly, but it was interesting. So they have like these giant tunas, and they'll cut like a little they'll like make a slice towards the like tail side of the tuna, and they have like a little stick with like a little like hook on it, and all the different like people who are bidding will like take a look at it, and I guess based on like the quality that they see there, that's kind of how they know this is how much these probably go for. It was just really interesting to see all that.
Cowboys.
And Dark Knight, thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Good to see you. Bless that dude, at least straight up living in an anime. That's good. Glad people were nice. Yeah, it was so nice. And I think I've said, when I've told the story before, I think I've said that before I went, I remember hearing so many times people say that a lot of Japanese people can tend to be nervous about like speaking English to an English speaking person. Just because they get, a little nervous about it and whatever. So they said not to expect that too much. But luckily I had a few very much right in a row like that. It was like 3 people in a row, basically, that all knew English and all were just very kind and like willing to help me. And kind of went out of their way to help me. The guy didn't have to come back to tell me this is the last stop. Eventually the bus driver would have had to awkwardly be like, sir, please leave. Just started pouring. Nope, definitely nobody's coming in for the rest of the day. Hopefully it's a pretty easy day then. They say they're having over tourism now. The bamboo forest was obnoxious. All the video taking, no way. That would be annoying. I was hearing I heard about and saw some video of some like there's some district where I think it's Kyoto, but I could be wrong, where it's sort of like more of a traditional area, and you often see people in the full like geisha setup walking around and stuff. And apparently a lot of, unfortunately, American tourists have been incredibly obnoxious and like going up to them and like trying to take pictures of them. And like, there is this one video that is like, the amount of secondhand embarrassment that I get watching is unreal. But it's this like, this lady who sees a geisha who's just minding her business, walking down the street, and she's like with her phone camera, like trying to get these different shots of her, and it's just like, and also that's one of those things where, Japan in general is a very like privacy focused country. That's why like in, like if you ever see just like street footage of Japan, a lot of times they blur people's faces. It's because they don't have like the permissions for that or whatever. They try to be pretty respectful in that way. And I wonder if that'll change overall, like over time, as like social media is, you know, people are filming more in public. I wonder if that changes at all. Yeah, so like to then just go up to people and without their permission, like very clearly taking photos of them, in a very, you know, disruptive way, that I can understand why they'd be like, yeah, no, we don't want tourists here. So unfortunate. But guess what? Thank you so much for the 7th streak. How are you? Who heard Japan? Yeah, 4 a.m, so early. Good thing it was at least, yeah, it was so good. Otherwise, I'd just be like, I am so lost. I probably would have had to call another taxi, which wouldn't have been a bad thing, but I'm glad that I was able to figure it out. But it was basically, I was there for like a week, 7 days. I pretty much just walked around the whole time, just going to different things and having food, and it was just wonderful. It's another 15 minutes, so not so bad. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's Kyoto, the Jian district. Fortunately for me, my umbrella is in my car. Oh no, so I hope it stops before I leave. Yeah, hopefully it also, you know, slows down. Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, they're very reserved, and also like there's a lot of focus on like public privacy, I guess, and making sure that you're not you know, especially being disruptive and all of that. When I went, I definitely took a lot of like public photos and like with people in it and whatever, but I was very much like, I kind of knew that ahead of time, like I don't want to, you know, be too obnoxious with this. So it was usually from like very far away with like a telephoto lens, like getting more wide shots and stuff, trying to be as like, what's the word, as subtle as possible, because I just didn't want to, you know, cause a scene. You were clearly at least taking pictures of not the people. Yeah, there were a few that I definitely did. There were a few that I definitely did, but it was always from like so far away that it's like they are. I'm not like right in front of them, like trying to take a photo, and they're now feeling uncomfortable and see that I'm being taken, you know, someone's trying to take my picture. It was very much like from, you know, I was using my zoom lens, so that way I'm like, okay, they're not going to be like, who is this random person taking photos of me? They didn't even know I was there. Is that creepier? Maybe. I mean, more like not. Oh yeah, that's true. The people are there. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, it was just a different sort of experience. But I tried to be as, what's the word? Tried to be as discreet as possible, I guess. Trying to not bring too much attention upon myself. But I was like, I definitely want to like capture the feel of this and the grand scope of so many people in one area, and it just, I don't know. Yeah, circumspect would also work. I just didn't want to bring too much attention. I already knew that I stood out visually, and so I was like, try not to be too loud. I was actually the other day on YV's stream when we were talking about we were playing Power Wash Simulator. YV's Australian and trying to go to Australia very soon. But one of the things I was saying was that, like, I know that Americans have a reputation for being very loud. And I don't think I am particularly loud, but it will be interesting to see, like, in comparison. Like, if when I'm there, is it going to be apparent? Like, am I going to be actually much louder when I'm there? I don't think so. I don't think so. One of the things I told them was that I'm like when I'm out in public, if I'm with friends, I don't like other people hearing our conversation. Like, I will lower my voice because I only want them to hear it. Or I've heard it's sort of the opposite with a lot of times when Americans go around. Sometimes we can just sort of be, loud and whatever. So anyway, I'll be mindful of that when I get over there. I think it'll be fine. Maybe not. Maybe I'll get there. YV will just be super embarrassed the entire time. But anyway, friends, we are, to be fair, Aussie culture is not nearly as bent on appearances. I think that's probably true as Japan's. Yeah, I think we'll be, I won't stand out as much. But I also don't want to be an annoying American, I don't want them to just be like, oh, yeah, this guy here. We're all annoying. Exactly. In our own special ways. So Banishers, I'm going to, who let him here? I know. I think I'll be fine. Again, I actually think I'm a lot quieter in person than on stream. So I think I'm fine. I'm very much I don't know. I'm just more chill. I know. More like being a little loud is more commonplace in Oz than in Japan. That's probably true. I feel like some of the Aussies I know, I feel like are as loud as Americans, I would say, but who knows? You're already chill enough on stream. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm not gonna be doing Big Frog while while I'm there. So I don't mind embarrassing myself on stream or like in front of just friends, but like I try not to embarrass myself out in public. So I'm very like just Big Frog, Big Frog, as in like big frog. The long story short is whenever somebody either gifts a certain number of subs or 1,000 bits or donates to the Australia trip or whatever, we do like a little celebration. And it's way more hype than we ever are, because we're usually pretty like low energy here. Basically there's like there's a lot of music playing, there's frogs all over the screen. It's a lot is happening. So I just so I was just saying, like, I'm not going to be like that, super hyped up,
Reddit's not gonna like this.
Yeah, Reddit's not gonna like that. I think the fact that you're worried about it means you're not that kind of person. Hopefully, thank you. I appreciate that. I hope so. I at least will be very conscientious of how I'm being perceived, probably. But because yeah, and again, I'm usually like, yeah, even here, it's like if I'm with somebody and we're having a conversation, I'm like, I don't want everyone else to hear this. It's just between us. So I lower my voice and stuff. Generally speaking, people are worried about things. Generally speaking, people worried about things are less likely to do those things because they're already super conscious of that it's a thing. Yeah, so I hope so. I mean, I will probably be. There are times where I'm very much going to be a tourist there, especially if I get to like hold the koala or something. You know, allow me to be a tourist, but I think I can be normal. I think I can be normal, or at least normal for me. And if you're feeling insecure about it, you're going to be visiting friends to just check in with them or ask them, let them know if you stand out or anything. Yeah, I will. At least in my experience, I don't know if statistics follow that. Yeah, I think that makes sense, Cad. I would agree with that. So, I'm going to catch you guys up on Banishers. If you do not want to know the spoilers for this game, or like, we're not super far in. We have only finished the prologue and the first case. And it was very much also another introductory case. But I will tell you kind of the setup for the game and what happened last time. This is our third stream into it. I will say I am loving Banishers. Highly recommend so far. If you are interested and don't want to hear the spoilers, I totally understand. I appreciate the lurks. But I will tell you now what is going on in this game, and then we will continue. So this is your chance. Basically, I'm saying this is your chance. if you need to mute or lurk or whatever, totally understand. But now we will begin. So, Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. That right there is Red McWraith. He is a Banisher. The game starts out with us and our Red, and his wife, Antea. She is our waifu. But we are actually in control of Antea. Actually, it starts off with her. So technically, this is our husbando, Red. We have been invited to New Eden. We are traveling from the UK. And we have been invited to New Eden because there is like a curse on the town and we need to go investigate it. There's likely like a spirit or a ghost or something behind it, and we need to go figure out what's going on. We ask a bunch of people what's going on. It turns out the friend that invited us there has already been killed. And we see his ghost. We help ascend him so that he like kind of goes on he leaves this plane in a nice way. It looks like there are three things we can do. We can either ascend a ghost, banish it, which basically like destroys them, or we'll get to a third option thing later. But we use magic and fight monsters and all that sort of stuff. We've been fighting skeletons and possessed wolves and things. While we're trying to solve that, this is all the prologue. While we're trying to solve the case, we end up finding out that there is a thing called a nightmare that is at like the town hall. In the middle of the night, Antea leaves Red and goes to the town hall to, I guess, stop the ghost by herself, ? We are now in control of Red, and we get there. We have to fight the ghost, and in the process of that, we lose. And Antea is killed. And we are thrown out of a window. Shortly thereafter, that's the end of the prologue. Shortly thereafter, we wake up in a cave. We've been rescued by somebody, and we kind of continue on. We then quickly discover that Antea's spirit is still around, and now she is with us, and she is helping us. But here's the thing, is she is a ghost, and our job as Banishers is to either help them ascend, or banish them or whatever. But she is our waifu, and we are her husbando. And we are conflicted because earlier in the prologue, Antea made some kind of comment about like, we were like, Red's like, oh, what happens if I die? And she's like, I won't let you leave me that easily. I would do whatever it takes to bring you back. And so as we're talking to Antea, we're like, so that thing you mentioned, like, can we do that? Can we actually bring you back? And she's like, yes, but it's sort of like a cursed ritual. Like, it's not a good one, because it's going to involve us having to kill people. Like, we're gonna have to use other people's spirits and whatever. And once we do that, I'll be able to come back. But that means, like it's murder. Like we will be murdering people. We then get to this next case, and it involves two friends who went hiking or went hunting. They were trappers. They went hunting. Eventually they get lost and they can't find enough food, and one of them pushes the other off of a cliff. He then starts eating his friend, and has been using his friend's meat for food, but he has now gone kind of insane, and still thinks that the friend is coming back and is alive and whatever. And so we uncovered all of that. And we found out what happened to the friend. We find out that this guy has been eating his friend. And then we are, so we kind of solve the mystery, if you will. We are then given an option in the game. It then says, we come to a point where it's all right, now this is where we need to decide what we're going to do here. We can either, at the end of that case, I should mention, this guy was also being haunted by the friend that was killed. So our options were to banish the ghost, and sort of freeing the cannibal, kind of saying he kind of went insane, kind of excusing a lot of it. We could banish the ghost. We could ascend the ghost, giving the ghost sort of a fond farewell, and also still kind of letting the cannibal guy go. Or we can blame, quote unquote, the living person. And that is why now in the title it says blame. Blaming somebody is not just how I first interpreted it when we read it in one of the notes. I was a little confused. Blaming is essentially using your our magic banisher abilities to banish a living person. It is murder, but we absorb some of their essence, and we are now giving that essence to Antea to try to bring her back. So we were given a choice of what to do. We decided, because and after much deliberation, we decided that we are going to try to bring Antea back. There was another option. The option is either to bring her back or to, at the end of this journey, try to ascend her. And I'm sort of the mind of, what are we trying to do if not trying to bring her back? Let's see the story of I will do anything to bring you back. Let's see what that takes. And so we do that. And it was, a very difficult moment, because even Antea's there is no going back. If we do this, we have now basically started on a road of we're going to be murderers. We're going to kill people, because we're how many people is it going to take? And she's I don't really know. We don't really know the number, but it's going to take a lot of people. And so we are now doing that. After finishing that case, though, once we slept, there was another option that popped up that was okay, now you have to, basically, we had to make a promise to each other. What is it that we're going to decide to do? We can still make the choice to do different things. The two options are either try to bring her back. We will make a promise to her that we will do whatever it takes to bring her back. Or are we going to just ascend her, let her kind of get her revenge on the ghost that killed her? Yeah. And so we decided again to choose the I'm going to bring you back no matter what the cost. So here we are. So we saved right after that and stopped. But yeah, so for those who will be confused at the end, I'm sure, like, this case, the guy with the cannibal, not as difficult to be like, okay, yeah, you deserve some blame, and we're gonna kill you. But I am sure there are going to be some cases in the future here that it is not as easy. I have basically committed to blaming all of them. So I know it's going to make me look bad. I know it's not going to be easy every time, but our goal, the RP that we are going for right now is we are bringing her back. I am thinking about maybe after we do this, maybe we do a very quick run. We switch the difficulty to story mode, and we try to blast through the story, trying to see what happens if we try to send her. But yeah, so that is what we're doing. Wait, I will say I did see the very, very end of this last stream. I wanted to go to bed, but something came up and it took a bit longer than planned. So by the time I hopped in bed, quickly checked my phone, and you were just closing off. Ah, yeah. Was it confirmed that Antea had made the conscious decision to face the nightmare alone, or was she perhaps not fully aware of what she did? I don't really know what the deal was. It kind of just seemed like she just went off on her own. Ross, welcome in, Ross. How are you? How's it going? Didn't that also mean that you are no longer a banisher? I think what they meant is that we are breaking an oath of being a banisher. I think we will still likely, like, operate as one, but we are sort of breaking an oath. However, banishers don't seem to be a part of like an organization. Like, it's sort of like you're a freelancer. So I don't know if anyone's gonna really care. I think we're still gonna be like, yeah, we're that. I am sure either a couple of things, because Antea is a ghost. I am expecting at some point, and again, no spoilers for people who maybe do know, I'm expecting at some point either another banisher finds us and is like, what's that ghost doing here? Or like, I don't know. I feel like something's gonna happen there. Because not everyone can see her. So people aren't gonna really know unless they are another banisher or just very attuned to that sort of thing. So we'll figure that out. Too late to back down now. Yeah, we're going murder route, everybody. So, yeah, also, I should mention, as I say that, we have a warnings list for this game. If this is a game that you feel like you don't want to interact with, that's totally fine. I totally understand, appreciate the lurks. Yeah, so it is rated T for teen, so it's not going to be like that bad, but I'm sure as the first case had to do with cannibalism, I am sure there will be more fun stuff. But Roz, how are you? How was your night? How are things? All that to say, though, absolutely loving this game. The voice acting, incredible. The performances of the actors, love it. So on board. But yeah, so we're basically going the murder route, the blame route, if you will. The voice acting has been so good. It really has been. Return to the wooden bridge. Oh, what's this? Reveal.
I took the life of a man I loved and ate his flesh. This I deserve.
Jacob's body's disappeared.
Eaten by animals or by Ben Stoughton's maggots.
Should have buried him. Let's get out of this shithole.
We probably should have buried him. I was good. I am very sleepy, though. That's totally fair. Do you stream today? The loading stream is very pretty, yeah. Do you stream today? I know you stream your Sunday. Okay. So this is where we're trying to go. I think he's doing,
Let's go back to the bridge. I feel stronger. Let's see if I was right about those spectral things.
Daz, welcome in. How's it going? Daz, I think you would love this game. Not usually, but I might because oh, that's right. That's what it was. The Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, that's right. That's right. But Ross is going to be doing a Hot One stream. So I think Yvy and Kato are going to be there asking him questions. He's going to be having spicy food. It's going to be very fun. TGIF. Daz, how are you? How is BG3?
That's it. I think I can jump the gap.
Oh, there you are.
Your bane rings will help. Can you find the place where the stains
Right.
align?
Right. So there's now we have like a new ability where we can I drop down here? Oh, perfect. We have rope. BG3 is so big, but good fun. I've started it. I've not gotten very far in BG3 at all. I think part of my hesitation is, yeah, it seems like such a huge game. Ooh. Wait. There we go. Oh, I should have also done this.
Come with me.
That's dope. That's dope. I'm here for it.
Are you all right?
Never better.
She's looking more corporeal. Is there something down here? What was I gonna say though? Also, Ross has decided to play many League of Legends games with me. Very excited about that. It's crazy that he would promise that. But you know, so fun. Well, that has to be a thing. Whatever that little light thing is. I'm sure we'll get some kind of ability here. What is this? Oh, hello. Wait. I'll try law for you and just for you. So what's the goal with this game? Thank you, Ross, by the way. I really think you could like it, potentially. Also, am I going the way that I'm supposed to be going? Because I don't want to go that way. If that's the case. I want to... so what is the goal? The general gist is we are Red. This is Red. This is our wife, Antea. She's a ghost now. She was killed. We are Banishers. And we mostly, like, destroy ghosts and stuff. We have made the choice in this game, like, we have the option. We have made the choice in this game to do anything it takes to bring her back to life. Which in this case means we're going to be murdering people. But you have the option to not do that. But that has just been my choice. Because what are we doing if not trying to, you know, bring back the love of our life? I'm gonna go back up. I don't think this is where I'm supposed to be going. Channeling your inner Daz, I see. BRB, alrighty, Ross. You have a good one. So yeah, but this is made by the Don't Nod people, who are the same people who did at least the first. What's the game that you've been playing? Life is Strange. So yeah, Life is Strange. So yeah, anyway, it's interesting, but there's like a little bit of detectiving. At the end of the cases, it looks like you get to decide what you want to do, whether you want to, like, banish a ghost, ascend a ghost, or kill the, like, living person. And we've sort of made the choice to... I'm doing a run where we are going to bring her back. So we'll see. Just standard things. But it's been very fun. The acting is so good.
Can we jump this?
Spectral stains are out of reach. Nothing to work with here.
So we find another way. Stupid country.
When we get back to New Eden Town, you can make a complaint.
This doesn't look good. Person hanging over there, spirits over there. Will this make you chaotic neutral? I think this makes me chaotic evil. I'm pretty sure. Right? Yeah, because I think... maybe neutral. It does sound quite a bit evil, doesn't it? I guess because I'm like justifying it and that it's like, it's sort of for my own. No, I don't know. I think I'm evil. I think this would be chaotic evil. I'm pretty sure, because I am sort of killing people for my own gain. I think that's just evil. I think that's where it comes from, because like.
That jump was quite something.
Ghosts are quite something. But I feel clumsy. I have no idea what I'm doing.
You'll master it. You've mastered everything else.
Like, we will likely be killing innocent people also. I mean, yeah, justify it how you like. Because it's not like... like, because we're not lawful. Because we're going against our oath and all of that to do this. We're definitely doing this out of a selfish means, so chaotic for sure. But I feel like, I think neutral. I don't know. Maybe, yeah. It's kind of hard to see it as truly evil because you understand why he's doing it. But yeah, a whole bunch of villains have their reasons too. Yeah, that's exactly right. Maybe lawful evil, that you're only evil to reach this one goal and then stop, so that's very specific. I don't know if we will, though. I'm actually, like, I am halfway expecting, and I don't know if this is true. If you guys have played this game, no, don't tell me. I'm halfway expecting we will get to the end of this and something terrible is going to happen. Like, we realize either we have to sacrifice ourselves, and so we don't get to be with her at all, or... so it's sort of like our journey of killing people is going to have just been for nothing. Or she comes back, but she's not the same. Or like, I don't know. I'm halfway expecting something terrible to happen to contrast the fact that we have murdered so many people. But maybe not. Maybe this will just be, maybe this is a one-time gig, you know? Who knows? Maybe you get to the taste of blood and just keep going. I mean, it could be that. There goes family friendly. Yeah, I mean...
Here neither, as far as I can see.
This is why it's an After Dark. An After Dark stream, because, hard to justify this as being fully family friendly. Just some family friendly, you know, justified murder. When Antea uses the leap to engage combat and get... Wait, with Antea, use the leap L1 to engage combat and get instantly close to your target. Such manifestation consumes spirit points and will need to cool down before being used once more.
Spectre, going for a meat suit.
Oh, I use her like this. There we go. I need to remember that square is not an attack. It is heal. I need to stop accidentally healing. Ow. Punch that. that doggo.
What do you see? Anything useful?
Spectral activities. So many cool people here, right? Where's that Brad guy? Hope work went okay. Yeah, I think he said he was he popped in. He's at work and is on his phone, so he said he would just be lurking. Collects us all an army of 50 plus friends, like his Pokemon Nuzlocke time. Oh, is that like oh, like you guys are the thing that I'm collecting? Favors the Aussie type Pokemon. Oh boy, what type would that be? You have found a cluster of spectral activity. As a Banisher, it is your job to eliminate the threat. Your health points and decoction charges will be fully restored at the start and the end of this encounter. Hold on. A cluster of spectral activity. As a Banisher, it is your job to eliminate the threat. So this is like a boss sort of thing. Your health points will be fully restored at the end and at the start and end of this encounter. Eliminating a cluster grants permanent power bonuses. Okay.
Spectral nest. I better command them to show themselves.
How do I do that? What? What? Hold on. How do I do... Wait. Oh, there it is. La 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 is behind me. I was like, how do I do a ritual? So I need to summon Scourge, right? Sustained through compelling words, carving, or drawing of the Aquila constellation. This ritual will force all types of Scourges to reveal themselves, right? This seems very Scourgy. I will never be Aussie enough for a jet. No, you're totally... Don't say that. You can be an honorary Aussie, too. Just have to enjoy Tim Tams. That is very true. Let's try this. Oh yeah, Daz is half Canadian.
I summon you now.
Hello.
Oh, shite.
Wait, oh, ritual failed. Do I summon... Wait, hearkening? No. Ghost?
Now step from the shadows.
Ask for help if you need it.
There we go. Oh,
They never
oh
learn,
right,
do
I
they?
forgot we have that now. That scared me, though. I was like, who is that ghost? Right, it's my wife. My wife. Oh.
Have some of this.
I have another in sight.
Uh-oh, hello.
They brought more friends.
Okay, so this is just like waves of enemies, I guess. Instead of like a big boss. Oh, hello.
Once more with feeling.
Wow, he has a lot of health. Maybe I should switch
Watch
to
out.
her.
Spectre possession.
Uh-oh. I think he was gonna go possess something. Donatea, go! Rude. He's like an archer or something.
Watch out. Spectre possession.
Let's deal with this thing. Too much to deal with right now. JD, welcome in.
Call on me.
I need to get good at parrying. Get banished. Power increase, +1 to all attributes.
Anything useful?
Nice. Okay, not too bad. Boop, 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 boop. The good half. I know. Is that the right answer? Top half was maple syrup. Bottom half was a caribou. You have golden syrup. Guess that's the other half of I'm 1/2 maple. Wait, golden syrup is like Maple Story? Maple syrup. I was gonna say Maple Story. The video game? Golden syrup is a superior syrup. I've never had golden syrup. Across the syrup battlefield. I do like maple syrup. We use an Anzac biscuits, the best. Oh, that's right. That's right. On the thing, it did say with golden syrup. It's for people who want their dessert to taste less like a tree.
All, but do you see a way up?
Don't mind us talking food again. Oh, we always chat food, you know. You've kind of had. What do you mean, kind of? Was that not an Anzac biscuit? What I had? So, okay, all of my stats went +1. Also, how do I earn these? Obtained after finishing haunting cases. Okay. Good to know, good to know. We do have one... But we can't use this, right? Or can we? Damage dealt by red is increased by 30% against full health enemies. Oh, I can't get those two. Banish points gains are increased by 20%. Charged heavy attacks trigger an area of effect dealing physical damage. Let's go ahead and... Let's do a charged heavy. Let's do that. Hey, look, there's yellow paint.
Who's that?
Yes. Something's here.
Oh.
There are stains. If they line up, perhaps we can jump.
I'm sure you can. Just try to be gentle this time.
Oh. Interesting. Okay. Why do they make it so obvious? I guess it's just to prevent from people getting lost. We've had a conversation before about it. Some people like it, some people don't. So I need to... Do I need to line up somewhere? That's probably... Can I... Okay. Hello? Okay.
Here.
Ah.
That's high.
Trust me. Yes.
Remind me to close my eyes next time.
Ooh. The year 1695, of this at least I am sure. Following the Newsmiths was a mistake. After abandoning our homes and trudging the dark woods through rain and storm, our group arrived in what was once a hunter's camp. The bridge to Boston is down, and we can go no further. Our flight to freedom was a fool's errand. The memory of our home in New Edentown seems distant now. We had friends and neighbors. The schoolhouse rang with laughter. The meeting house had a minister who cared for us deeply. When we left with Thickskin's band, the New Edentown we'd built was no more. I miss it deeply. Beth misses it too, though she hides it. We're going back, packing our things once more and going home. To hell with whatever prowls the woods. God be with us. Ruh-roh. I don't think it turned out good for them. So that will have to be a thing. We see too many of those for it to not be a thing that we can jump to eventually. I'm going to hide in a bucket of yellow paint to avoid any more yellow paint discussions. Oh, no. I do always think of you now when I see it. Just to be clear, I was kidding. I did not think there was much snow in Australia. There's some in Taz, right? Wait, is this? Oh.
On the flippy flip.
Lurk. Thank you for the lurk, Taz. I appreciate it. Just going to rest my eyes. Uh-huh. Just going to rest them for... Well,
Get Jet
that sounds
partner.
good.
Then we'll talk.
Is it weird to hear his voice now? Uh-oh. Oh, no! Antea, help! Waifu!
Those balls.
This does not seem...
Are you alright?
I'll be better right side up. What happened?
Rope trap. Jacob Lind mentioned a hunter's camp. It may be close.
Alright.
Something's there.
Uh-oh.
Something alive.
She is our waifu. He's the husbando.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Brilliant.
Who are you and where did you spring from?
I've come from New Edentown.
That's a very long way from here, sir. Who are you?
My name's Red McCraith. I work for the selectmen of New Edentown. I'm a banisher.
Didn't you and the other one die in the meeting house?
I fell in the water and the tide took me. I survived. Up to now, anyway.
I've never seen a banisher before. I expected more.
Could I please continue this conversation with my feet on the ground? Easy now.
Stop your jiggling. Hold still, I said.
You try holding still when some lassie's shooting at you.
In that case, banisher, you may escape the trap yourself.
Wait, what? No, come on!
Our camp
This
lies
backfired.
downhill. I'll wait for you there.
Come back here! Shite! I don't suppose you can help me, can you?
That was entertaining.
Fuchsia, have a good one.
It's good to see you smile.
Thanks for hanging out.
Wait. Something's there.
Again?
Something alive.
No.
Ruh-roh.
A bone walker. It's
Shite!
Where'd those hunters go off to? The parry. Blocking stance. When enemies are blocking, you can break through their defense with specific moves like Red's charged attacks, Antea's manifestations, or perfect switches. I haven't really done a perfect switch
Show
yet.
them why they should fear Banishers.
Oh boy. Me not parrying any of that? Hello? Let's heal up. Oh good, there's another one of you. That was perfectly timed. And banished. Kind of.
Your
Oh,
funeral.
yeah. Nice. We have actually more snow per capita than Canada. That is pretty wild. Is it a lie if you just make something up without checking? It's actually, you know what? Good point. I have heard, I think the Australian Alps get more snow than those other Alps. You know those, the other ones. I forget where those Alps are. Austria? We call them Banishers on account of they banish. To them, devils as dirties the To them, devils as dirties the place with their rotten, half-eaten, bloody leavings, and their sharp-edged, broken, bloody arrowheads and whatnot. For shame. What? That note does not make any sense to me.
This place is empty so long it's rotting.
I can't tell if I'm illiterate or that was just written, like, in a way that is hard to understand. Ooh! Is that our first ring? Yeah, it is. Punch damage 10 plus 10 damage. Or maybe not 10 damage, but 10. Value of 10 has gone up. Oh no, ads! Can I do the 3 minutes? Is it gonna let me? Yes, it did. All right, perfect. We're gonna BRB friends. So stand up, stretch, etc. Got there just in time. BRB.
Take this pause to rejuvenate. Stand, stretch, hydrate. We will be back in just a few moments. Why is that Garfield so muscular?
And welcome back, everybody. This BRB screen is a is a pizza psyop. I was doing so well today, and now I'm gonna order pizza. Are you? Man, I haven't had pizza in a hot minute. I need it in a hot and ready minute. Maybe. Oh man. Maybe that's why I'm always like
signs of life ahead.
Starving for pizza. It's because I do it to myself. I gotta do it to him. And I'm, hello? When she says signs of life, does she mean like dead life or like life? Which way am I supposed to go? Let's go up first. Because it looks like this sort of dead ends. Also, I will say, sometimes the map is a little misleading. Like, that seemed... Like, looking at it here, it looks like this should be a whole other thing. But actually, it's not. It was just this. It was just this little loop. Just to pick up a couple of, like, mushrooms. That was it.
I have another insight.
Oh. She's very helpful.
Make it yield.
Anybody else?
This must be the camp the rope lady talked about.
Doesn't look like much from here.
Who was she anyway?
Some species of huntress. She took no liking to you.
Hard times like these, fewer folk will help a stranger.
Okay.
We did good against those bone walkers. You did good.
Strange to see the dead from this side. They're both oddly familiar and 1,000 times more ghastly.
Music is making noise. It makes me a little nervous. Oh, hello again, if you're the same people.
Fortifications. Grim face is not a good sign.
So rest and restock, then onwards to New Eden town.
Hello? Hello?
Good day, madam.
And a good day to you too, sir. I've not seen your face before. Where did you spring from then?
They seem a lot more pleasant than...
That, madam, is a long story.
New Eden.
I'm Red McCraith. I'm the Banisher.
Edith Keene. Miss Keene, if you prefer. There, we're no longer strangers. Though the times remain strange indeed.
Not bad, eh?
Oh, I don't doubt we'll prevail. But right now we're tired and hungry.
Have you left any family to come here?
Are you out here alone? In the New World, I mean. No family back in England?
There's no husband, if that's what you're asking, and I don't want one neither. I've a plot to farm and a brother to feed, and that's enough. I mean, look around you. How could I possibly want more than all of this? Why should I want silk when I have all this shit? You're a man alone in the world. You're not bad looking, but you don't look rich. Know what you should do? Find yourself a rich man and marry him. Ha!
What's new?
I'm sorry, sir. Too busy to talk. God will bless this place, but he needs us to do the work. You understand?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, bye.
I must go.
Take care, sir. With God's help, we shall all see better days.
Who dis?
Good day to you. I'm Red McCraith.
The Banisher. How did you get here?
With difficulty, I must admit.
Aye. Only them as can handle a weapon dare brave the woods. The rest of us blockheads are stuck here in camp, waiting to be fed. Daniel Keane, by the by.
Any kin to Edith?
Yeah, her brother.
Aye.
Oh.
We're twins. Not that we're alike. She likes her stories, likes to hear herself talk. She likes a little drama, does Edith. Mind you, lately there's enough of it about.
You don't say.
I was wondering, what brought you to the New World? Why leave home for the unknown?
Like so many, we came looking for a better life. A better life indeed.
So, Daniel, what's new?
Sorry to turn you away, Mr. McCraith, but I'm behind on my chores. Even the poor farmer must do his bit, eh?
Goodbye for now, Daniel.
Aye. Try not to die in the meanwhile.
Okay, bye. She's doing that. Is there anything else we can take from here before we explore more? Okay. All right. Let's see if we can meet up with some of those hunters, maybe? Locked.
Banisher, you made it.
Oh, hello. Yes, I did.
Come up. I wish a word with you. So, you found us safely, Red McWraith.
Aye. Well, thanks to you.
I had to know you could look out for yourself. You're welcome to stay until you're told to leave. I'm Kate Newsmith. Far as you're concerned, I'm in charge round here.
Newsmith. Anything to Thickskin?
Aye. We're sisters.
Me and Antea, we met her in town when we first landed.
Yes.
Thickskin will return from the hunt soon enough. Sorry for your loss, by the by.
Thickskin was in the first group of people we met. Something about... I think our only interaction with her was them being like, we need to do something. And she was sort of like, I think we need to attack it head on. And then I think she left. I don't really remember anything else about her.
Why might you tell me to leave?
He who don't pitch in, pitches out. We'll not go hungry to feed him that don't contribute.
Better than killing you for food, I suppose.
All right, I'll stay a while. I have certain skills, if they may be of use.
Our hearts are low. Nightmares plague our sleep. Do what needs doing, help who needs helping.
Well, give me some names.
Prudence Hake. A widow, like so many. She cooks. Lately she's cooked shite. He who puts the food aright is a hero indeed.
How fares New Eden town? I'm heading back that way.
You're mad. There's no going back. There's naught to go back to. We may be all that's left. New Eden town now is naught but sorrow, pestilence and death. Some of our band were homesick. We heard them screaming in the woods. They didn't come back. Something wicked prowls. Folk dream of a murderous beast that'll kill them if they dare to leave camp. There was a second group. They never arrived. Some think the beast got them. Like I say, we may be all that's left.
Guilt. Dread. She puts a brave face on it, but the truth is in her eyes.
I'll make the rounds. I'll pay my respects to Widow Hake and see what's the bother.
If you can't find Prudence, ask Jane. They're close. Also, please check on our blacksmith. His already meagre skills have lately declined.
Talk to Jane, talk to Prudence, check the forge, talk to anyone who needs help, which is probably everyone. Right. Got it?
One empty cabin remains. A tree fell on it. But you may have what's left. Welcome to the Dark Woods.
Kate's got some serious eyebrows. Definitely does. Wait, gotta go lift. Have a nice day, everyone. Shady, thank you for coming in. Good to see you. Dan's also hello. We have made it to Hunter's Camp. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We fought a bunch of creatures, actually, I feel like, already. But nothing too story-ish yet. Welcome in.
In your forays into the woods, have you seen many bone walkers?
What the hell's a bone walker?
Corpses possessed by malignant spirits. The dead walking. You'd know if you'd seen one.
God spare us. Have you?
Of course not. Standard question. I have to ask it.
Bone walkers seem drawn to us, but not them. Is it you? Is it me? We both?
No other cannibals yet, Dan's. But there's still time. There's still plenty of time.
Can I ask you, what do you know about the nightmare?
I have bad dreams, aye. The worst kind. We all do.
A nightmare is what we Banishers call the creature in the meeting house. It's a breed of ghost. A bad one.
Aren't they all? Town was doomed. My sister knew it. After your mishap, it was time for us to go.
Your bad dreams. Care to share?
Might be the hunger. Might be the fear. But we all seem to dream the same dream. A beast. A wolf, but not a wolf. Larger, stranger. It howls and hunts from the shadows.
Intriguing indeed. But still, just a dream.
Is it? Thick skin apart, those who leave don't come back. Some blame the beast. We stay close to camp now.
Tell me about this beast.
Though we've heard it howl, none have seen it. We've heard screaming too, and those who've travelled on have not returned alive. We hope against hope that they found their way to Boston, as we must, if we're not to starve. But our dreams say they did not.
There's really no way out.
We can live here, on the edge of starvation, keeping our cheer as best we can. Or we can die in the woods, prey to a drooling beast. We choose to live.
I must ask you about the camp.
Ask?
Where's your sister?
Out, making the rounds, hunting if she finds game. One new smith stays, while the other new smith goes.
She goes out alone?
She's thrice the hunter anyone else is here. We'd only slow her down, she says.
Have you been here long?
Huh. Not one of us knows for sure. Time here flies for some. For others it stands still. There's no night, so counting days is difficult.
What would Thickskin say?
She'd say about a month. She'd be lying. We both counted days, but the numbers didn't tally. I gave up.
The nightmare twists the perception of the passage of time. These folk have not escaped the curse.
Who about the place needs help, do you think?
Something's not right at the forge. You could start there.
Bye.
I'll take my leave of you for now.
Rest. You'll need it for my sister's return. I'll send for you.
I need to actually go to the bathroom. So we'll BRB again. I think I can run ads, which will reset the timer, but we'll be back in just a few minutes, friends.
Take this pause to rejuvenate. Stand, stretch, hydrate. We will be back in just a few moments.
And welcome back. I can smell my food cooking, and it is making me very hungry. Let's see. Okay, so we need to go to the blacksmith.
She
but
seems to like me.
Let's find your cabin and see how much.
What is this? Point of interest? The shop? Is this... What is this? What's happening? Hello? Witchstone and spectral dust. Seems odd.
So you want a map?
Wait. Was this where we just were? Yes. Okay. Confused.
Red McCraith, sir. Your friendly visiting banisher.
I met your companion in New Eden Town.
Oh.
Since then, sadly, things have not improved, right? In hard times and harder places, a man needs help. May I interest you in my broad range of useful and reasonably priced commodities?
I admit, I didn't expect to find a store out here. Wherever people go, it seems commerce follows.
Things are bad, but as long as there's business to be done, all is not lost.
You brought all these goods with you. Did you carry them on your back?
With my weak heart? Of course not. I left New Eden with a horse and cart. After we ate the horse, I employed my fellow travelers as porters.
Are you leaving New Eden for good, then?
Thickskin sold me on Boston. I've not changed my mind. But for now, we're stuck here with the beast.
And trade continues.
Look about you. Folk here come through hell for this. My provisions make their lives just that little bit less awful. And all at reasonable prices. And on a personal note, I find that even the worst of times are made a little better by a bulging purse.
Thank you, Dance. Let's see.
What's the word around here? What's on your mind?
Whistle? We don't have a whistle. We have a little, like, potion.
Go on, then. Whose ears shall we burn?
I'd gladly know your thoughts on thick-skinned Newsmith.
A thick skin, but a sharp mind. Pragmatic, unemotional. Could have been a merchant, if she had it in her to fake the charm.
Oh, are multiple people... Oh, the lady had... Oh, okay, interesting. Oh, I didn't realize that.
I'd be glad to know your thoughts on Kate Newsmith.
The younger sister. I keep my distance.
Why's that?
We all have masks. I'm good at seeing past them. Well, behind Kate Newsmith's mask, there is a bomb. The fuse is lit. Someday soon it shall go boom.
How are things going around here?
Use your eyes and ears, man.
I do. I'd very much like your view of the situation.
I'm cold. I'm hungry. It's been weeks since I've slept more than 4 hours in a row. This camp is a shithole, and it's worse outside. This is my view of the situation.
Let's see what you have. Last time it was just resources.
You'll find what you need, I'm sure.
Leather, fur, linen, wool. We have 0. What's this? Mysterious cache. The enigmatic riddle written by a stranger indicates the location of a treasure. We buy.
I'll bid you good day.
22. Trinkets' odds and ends may be hard to meet, yet through the darkness and somber trees you may find what you seek. Follow the winds, don't lose your way, let not the sand keep you at bay. Huh. Okay. That doesn't make anything appear on my map though, right? No. Interesting. Bruce, welcome in. Hello, how are you? Okay.
You're new.
Good day to you too. Red McCraith, madam. At your service.
You're a long way from Scotland. Lost, are you?
No more than the rest of you. Kate Newsmith asked me to make the rounds. As a banisher, I may be of use.
A banisher, is it? I tend the living in the Lord's name and leave the dead to him. You do well to do the same.
Do you not believe in ghosts?
I believe in heaven and hell. I believe God has a plan for the earth between. I believe in helping others. Even charlatans. Charming though they may be.
I didn't catch your name. Doctor?
You'll not let the governor hear you call me a doctor. Mistress will do. Mistress Evelyn Fitcher.
Thanks, friendo. Wabam!
Dance! Thank you
Danzas
for gifting
XD
us up to
gifted a
Bruised.
tier 1 sub to Bruised Blue. They have
So
given
kind
46
of you.
gift
Thank
subs
you
in
so
the channel.
much. Thank you very much. Bruce, enjoy the ad free viewing and the emotes. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And Dance, thank you again.
May I ask, Mistress Fitcher, how you became a doctor?
I'm no doctor, and you must stop calling me that. My father was a doctor. I took an interest in his work. He encouraged this. God, he said, will work through any hands willing to be of service. And besides, he needed the help. Arthritis, you see. My father was unusual as a doctor, for his patients tended not to die. Folk trusted him, and though they knew me as a midwife, they trusted me too. When he died, his patients became my patients. And you? Whose footsteps did you follow in becoming a banisher?
A dear friend. To him I'll be forever grateful, for through him I met the love of my life.
I'm so tempted to appear to her right now. So tempted.
Let us talk of something else. The world about us, for example.
The world about us is the New Smith sisters' purview. I'm content to worry only about the patient in front of me.
I should go.
The Lord will guide you, Banisher, if you let him.
Yeah, Antea is great. Very much agree. Wait. Oh. Saw the dot that confused me. Is there anything over here? Can't break this. Boop, boop, boop. Hope they don't mind me taking those. Okay. This looks interesting, but also, wait, where is... I'm so confused. Where is this? Where's my home? Is it up here? Is it... Oh.
It's locked. There must be a key.
A key? as long as there's internet connection. This is not the house, because she said a tree fell on it. Oh, that's the twin. Oh, what's this? Is this game somewhat open world, or is it on rails with huge areas to explore? I think it's... I mean, there seems to be quite a large map, but I'm fairly positive that it's pretty on rails. You do get to make some decisions as far as, like, what happens in the story, but I think... Like, I don't think we would want to leave this area. I don't think we would be able to leave this area, maybe, before we continue. Because so far, there's been, like, obstacles in the way that it seems like we learn a new ability once we, like, progress through the story. So I think we're stuck here. Or not stuck, but I think we're... Well, yeah, I guess we're stuck here. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I am, like, running away now. I thought there was maybe going to be, like, a chest here somewhere, but this seems to just be the way out. I guess let's go back. This is world completion 2%. There was a raider the other day who said you can't go back to... Oh, yeah. It was something about, I guess... Oh, there is a chest right here. Like identifying certain things in a case, I think. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, I mean, maybe I haven't, like... Maybe it jumps up once you, like, start to complete some of the bigger missions or something, but... But, yeah... Because it's not... Because I guess a lot of it is trying to figure out... Okay, so that's the exit. The mysteries and things. So I guess... I don't know. Right now. I have to remember, I think it's left. Yeah. Left on the directional pad brings up the map. I have no idea where my home is. They said a tree fell on it. I do not see where that is, but this seems mysterious. Hello.
I've slept in worse.
Oh.
And it smells better than Jacob Lind's lean-to.
The worst thing about Jacob Lind was not the smell.
Oh, so this is, okay, so this looks a lot nicer than I was expecting. My dear Evelyn, as you know, Alexandra and I must go home. The new Smiths' plan seemed the right one, but now God calls our hearts back to New Eden. The horses and their pastures are gone, but the house yet stands. We shall rebuild, or we shall die there, where we belong, at home. I write now, for I must thank you for your kindness and your unwavering encouragement, especially when I thought my rotten lungs would be the death of me. Thank you sincerely, and may God bless you, your dearest friend, Elizabeth. What is a ghost made of? Traditions and old writing teach us that ghosts are one of the many types of undead creatures lurking in the darkness, or in the dark. Like the dreadful vampires I studied and observed in my younger years, they feed from the living and threaten them. But I truly believe ghosts are mainly made of memory. Memory of who they were, what they did, and what was done to them. Memory of what they should have done or not. May has it been happy, hurtful, or vile, ghosts are tied to their past. And as they slowly decay and forget who they are and why they remained behind, ghosts can only rely to that particular event, item, word, or emotion that prevented them from escaping our world after death. Like snails and slugs, they leave fragments of these defining events wherever they go, like shreds of the very fabric they are made of. Some call them vestiges, others call them echoes. Banishers should always pay attention to these traces left by the ghosts. They often tell the very reason why they are still here. The sad part being, as they constantly repeat and come back to the reason why they stayed, they are remedial. No, irremediably forget everything else until the day they cease to be who they were. Charles Davenport. Took me a bit to get there, but we got there. Okay. Without remedy, yes. Okay.
There. Now we won't freeze. I won't freeze.
Oh. King James Bible, the official translation of the Christian Bible for the Church of England, that also serves as the official Bible for the Puritans. So, okay. One upgrade available. Upgrade available. Right now it's punch damage. What do we need to upgrade this? Spectral dust? Sure. Unlimited power! Okay. At least moved up by 1, I think, for everything. Elite gems to upgrade stuff. Okay. There's nothing that we need to unlock. I think we're good. Okay. Oh, there's blue things now.
Right, let's go make ourselves useful.
If the nightmare
Sorry.
is at work here, they'll need us.
There we go. Haunting case available. And another haunting case. And then what is this? Trapper reserves. Oh, that's one of the locks that or the chests we found. Sure.
The forge. Kate said the blacksmith may need help.
Excuse me. This Thickskin's note to Fortune Hayton. Hayton, our houses are falling down, and we need them nails to build. Deliver soonest, if you will. No poopy stuff like the last lot. You're supposed to be good at your work. Yeesh!
These nails look brittle. I feel an echo ringing. What is it?
Salt water. It's pulsing. There's something here.
That drill bit is dull as a hammer. Metalworking isn't easy, but this stuff is surprisingly shite.
Can't be easy to maintain a camp with a bad blacksmith.
What kind of forge has no tools?
Yeah, this does seem suspicious.
Mine, all mine. Mine, all mine. Mine, all mine.
We're dealing with
that ghost sounds nasty.
That ghost sounds obsessed.
And this is locked? But there's stuff inside. Oh, hello.
Damn it. Oh. Forgive me. I oughtn't have startled. Oh well. Ain't you a sight? Who are you, then?
Red McCraith, ma'am, the Banisher. To whom do I owe the pleasure?
Oh, the Scotsman. I like your accent, and I like your manner too. Nellie Heaton.
A friendly Londoner. I like her already.
To the point, madam. Kate Newsmith worries for you, and for your husband too. He around?
Fortune left some hours ago and hasn't come back. I confess I'm beginning to worry. What if the beast got him?
Did he not say where he was going?
Thickskin has him making nails for the stockade.
She presses him, and he feels the weight of it.
Could he have gone out in search of material?
Doubtful. He's exhausted. He doesn't sleep. He works day and night. It wasn't always so. Coming to New Eden saved us. It saved the marriage.
I should go look for your husband.
He's no woodsman, so he can't have gone far. Please, do find him. I didn't come this far only to lose him now.
Can I have a look around your house?
Yes, if it helps.
The forge is empty, no tools. Any idea why?
No tools? That's strange.
Why would your husband take tools with him? Why would he take all the tools with him?
I don't know.
Weird.
Here's the thing. In your forge, I found a puddle of salt water. Any idea how it got there?
The forge uses a lot of water, but that doesn't explain the salt.
Could it be seawater?
I suppose he could have hauled the water from the beach.
So, what's the chatter?
Bad news travels faster than good. What would you like to know?
How's life about the place?
We're doing our best to make things work. The beast is worrisome, 'tis true. But Thickskin knows what's what. I'm sure we'll be fine.
What think you of Thickskin Newsmith?
She ain't perfect, that's for sure. But she's independent, fair-minded, strong in body as in character. She cares for us. I know it in my heart, even if she doesn't show it. Why else would she shield us from the beast?
What can you tell me of Kate Newsmith?
I like her. She's different from her sister. Sensible, watchful. When she speaks, I listen.
Let's trade, Mrs. Eden.
All right, let's.
Okay. Oh! Marauder armor. Damage taken is reduced up to 30%. We need 800 money. Aegean Echo. Hitting an enemy with a manifestation restores 5 spirit points. Banisher Tea. Hitting an enemy with a charged heavy attack restores 5% of health points. That actually seems pretty nice. Okay. 800.
Thank you for your time, Mrs. Eden.
Welcome. I've enjoyed our chat.
Yeah, I do too.
It's nice to have someone new to talk with.
Okay, so we can go... Wait. Oh. Can go inside. Governor Haskell's letter to Fortune Hayton. In this the year of our Lord 1694, from the pen of the most honorable Fairfax H. Haskell, governor of the colonies of New Eden and roundabouts, to blah blah blah. Yeah. Letter of appointment. My dear, most fortunate Mr. Hayton, further to our most recent and urgent correspondence, I refer to your last letter dated 14th of December, which you confirm your desire to join the colony of New Eden, wherefore to practice the trades of blacksmithing. As you are known in London as in Boston as a blacksmith of some renown and indeed a Puritan of impeccable faith, I have the pleasure of confirming that a place awaits you here. We shall provide you with a small holding in which to establish your business, and while we shall endeavor to provide you with whatever materials you should require, pray bring whichever tools you may need, as they can be scarce here at times. Please reply immediately, at least within a month, and book passage at your earliest convenience. I have enclosed a stipend, which forthwith to pay the fare. With fields to plow and horses to shoe, we are in urgent need of your services. We shall expect you before winter. To all who should be concerned herewith, let it be known that Fortune Hayton has been contracted to the colony of New Eden as the new blacksmith. 1964, April 4th, I have found a friend. A dear, dear friend, a good man who has sinned at times, but wishes no harm on anyone. He speaks to me with respect, and I like him, and I to him likewise. He listens to me with interest, and I to him the same. Above all, he is kind. This, I think, is the greatest of things a man can be. We know our men by their wealth or by their conquest, when really we should know them by their kindness. I shall cherish this page as it marks the moment I saw life on more favorable terms. Interesting.
I have a feeling about the bed. I sense an echo somewhere nearby.
Hearkening. Kind of ruining their flooring, but whatever.
Amy Shaw Marhunianish.
William, just stopping to say hi, going to get some dinner. Enjoy dinner, William. Always good to see you. Oh, hello.
No. No. Not yours.
Okay. A golden hammer.
That's no ghost threatening Nellie. That's her husband.
It seemed like he was fighting the urge to hurt her. So, the blacksmith has gone missing with his tools.
And a saltwater ghost haunts the forge. Let's go find it.
Okay. Oh.
There are stains here. I can show you them. Let's see if the trail leads to our blacksmith.
I feel like... Am I supposed to do something else here? Oh, yeah.
A moment.
I thought the tracks were gonna move, or we needed to find the next set. Oh, also...
That's handy.
Imagine all those years hunting ghosts, how much time we could have saved. Come on, let's go find our blacksmith.
My dear friend Blacksmith, the rim on my cartwheel remains broken. As I understood it, you were to fix it. Is there a problem? To work, sir! And the sooner the better. Okay. Ah, there we go. This is what I was expecting. Yeah, the fours do look cool, Mary. Wait, okay. Hello. Money. We just need 800, no worries. Another Bible. tight squeeze.
What think you of the blacksmith and his wife?
A ghost haunts Fortune Heaton and his smithy too.
Aye, but whose?
Okay. Huh. Hello.
Away with you!
Ooh. What is that? What are...
Something's here.
Hidden.
Oh, those are just torches. Something is here hidden. Oh. Some money. So with how they can swap places and are merged, is she hunting? I think so. I think so. That's sort of my interpretation of it. Oh, we're outside the circle now. I will one day remember that left on the directional pad opens up the menu. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of different. It also, I'm unsure if, like, can people see it when he gets possessed? Oh, it's all this stuff. Nope. Uh-oh.
Stay put.
No evil without fear, but you are with me. Pray for Saint Joseph, pray for Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, Sicily.
I'm back out of pedicure. Welcome back, Secret.
They brought both friends.
You've come in at a time.
Please, I beg of you, help me!
Ow. I didn't actually think that was going to reach me.
Stay put.
Help me, please!
And banish.
Almost there.
Come out.
Nice.
It's safe.
Are they gone?
I thank you, whoever you may be, for whatever you have done. I thank you. I thought I was done for. Fortune Heaton, sir, and so very pleased that you came along.
Red McCraith, the Banisher.
Weren't there two of you?
There were, yes. As it happens, I've been looking for you.
You have? What for?
So, you're the blacksmith. What's that like then?
It's alright, I suppose.
You busy?
Yes.
Oh yeah, they do.
Of course I am. Lots of building work to be done. That means nails. Whole lot of nails, like an ocean of stupid bloody nails.
I love when a man takes pride in his work.
How are things with Nellie?
Good. Yeah, good. It's, nice. Having a wife. A home. Nellie is, a fine woman.
Mm-hmm.
Clever, brave, generous, and kind. She's a blessing.
I believe him,
did you
totally.
Meet? How did we meet? Well, you know, we just, met.
Does he not remember? Or does he not want to say?
Come now, Mr. Heaton. No need to be embarrassed. A wee bit of romance is good for a man.
Romance? It's not. I helped her with a thing. She helped me with a thing. We stayed together, helping each other with things. Doing right by one another can bring a couple together. Doesn't always need romance.
I feel like the whistles had to be for like, if you get in trouble or something, and like if I guess maybe I don't know.
What are you doing out here anyway? Do you not fear the prowling beast?
Oh, I needed a walk, bit of fresh air, bit of light. Forge is, well, it's dark and hot, isn't it? I didn't mean to be a worry.
Full of salt water.
We
Apparently.
all enjoy walking the woods while burdened down with smithing tools.
Why'd you bring your tools?
Yeah, why did I bring my tools? Why? Why? Because they're haunted. That's why. I'm sorry, it's just... I'm losing my tiny little mind. And it's them godforsaken tools that's to blame. I start working with them, and then I look up, and half the day's gone, and I am somewhere else entirely, and that's not even the worst of it. When I return to the forge, the work is done. The tools are haunted, and I'm getting rid of them. As deep in the woods as I can go.
Did the tools tell you to kill your wife?
Did the haunted tools tell you to kill your wife?
No. Yes. Maybe. No, I would never hurt her. Yes, they told me to hurt her. Maybe I'd have hurt her. Can you help us?
Yes. But I can't guarantee you'll like the result.
Oof.
I heard you praying. I thought I recognized the text.
You did? Sure?
Nellie painted him a pious Puritan.
Aye. Thought they sounded Catholic.
Ah, well, just coincidence? Look, here's the truth. I'm a convert. I did it for Nellie. Was Catholic. It was a convenience more than a calling. Keep it to yourself, please. I need to fit in around here.
Why? I'm not here for you.
I'm not here for you. You have other worries.
Don't I know it?
Head for camp. I'll take a look at the tools. Once they're safe, I'll follow.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, sir. Thank you. Banisher, I'll... Thank you.
Excuse me?
Traces of a ghost's memory resonate here.
Was there nothing in there? Oh, there we go. We have this. Okay, so here's what we're gonna have to do, because I actually have to do some more work today. I am going to end a little bit early, but I think what we're gonna do is tomorrow and Saturday, I believe I can do a longer stream, so we'll do that. I feel like if we're probably at a good point here, because I think we'll once we kind of uncover things, we'll then have to make a judgment and all that. We'll kind of want to keep going, but I'm going. I still have a bunch of things I need to do, so let's go ahead and longer stream hype. Yeah, so I think tomorrow and Saturday we could probably do some longer streams, because I want to play more of this, and I want to. I don't know. I really want to. I don't know. See how far we can get. But I also don't want to spend a ton of time. So we'll see. But yeah, I think tomorrow we'll go kind of long, and then Saturday as well. But imagine ending early. I know it could be me today, but unfortunately, I have a bunch of work to do. I kind of slacked off a little bit this week. You did, Bear. Yeah, we're just ending now. But thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Before we go, let me just give a couple of thank yous real fast to Secret for the resub for 42 months, Gizmo for the 7th stream streak, and Dan's for gifting us up to Bruised. I appreciate it. I know, I need to do some work. Too much power wash. Too much power washing. No, that wasn't it. But anyway, there's just a lot that I have to do. But we will be back tomorrow. So friends, if you want more Banishers, please come in, and then we'll go ahead and stream Saturday as well, I think. Ross,
thank you.
500 biddies. Don't need to do that, but thank you so much for the 500 bits. Unbelievable. Thank you, my friend. Thank you again. Ross, you don't need to do that, but it's greatly appreciated. Thank you everyone who gifted subs as well, or who came in and hung out, chatted, etc. I appreciate it. I'm about to go make some rice so that I can also have lunch as well, because my food should be pretty much ready. So, friends, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow. So get ready for some more Banishers tomorrow and Saturday. But I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye!